So we just came out to check on the calves, and I see that the snow is built up high enough where they can jump over their wires. So we got one of our escape artists here is out exploring today. So we'll get her back in a hutch where she can get her hay and some bedding again. Just a nice day, so she figured she'd go check things out. We'll get her back inside though. That's what happens when you have this much cold weather without any time for the snow to melt. We did end up pulling the 4020 out of the barn when it was real cold there. We just couldn't get her started. We used the 826, which has been running every day. We're gonna switch this over from 24 volts to 12 volts. And hopefully that'll help with some new batteries, make it work. So I got my buddy to weld this for me. He's a kind of a professional maintenance guy, and he does a lot of welding. So we got her welded up, and one of our viewers actually gave me the idea to use some oil back here on the back gate when it gets real cold. So we're gonna start doing that so we don't have this problem again. So we got that welded, and then also the jack needed some work. So he welded that up for me too. So he sure does good work. So last night it got down to 4 below, but I think tonight's supposed to be 0, and then after this I don't think it's supposed to get down below 0, but this is what the spreader looks like after it's been frozen. And we've been breaking the frozen manure off a couple of the slats, but the sides haven't built up too bad, just mainly the floor. We try to scrape it down the best we can after we use it. But it got up to 20 yesterday, so there's light at the end of the tunnel. Even got a couple windows that are starting to clear up, and the snow is coming off the roof even a little bit. Today it's cold, but it's gonna get better, so that's good. Still got some round bales left, so we don't have to worry about going to get those. But so as of last night, we've actually locked the cows out of the freestall barn. We got some manure built up in here, and it just got too cold for too long. So we're gonna put them back in the bedding pack barn. Cows are eating right now, and they're gonna be in there for the next couple days until the weather gets warm enough so we can get this manure scraped out of here. But they're doing just fine. So we had one of the hoses that goes up to the one of these drinking cups freeze, and it broke, so you can see it's leaking right there. Kind of pushed the hose apart, so it kind of filled the manger full of water here, and then it's still frozen a little bit, but we're gonna go ahead and replace that hose and get things back together here. Luckily we have a shut off we put in for each one of the quarters of cows, so we just shut the water off for them for a little while here, and we'll get her fixed up so that it's no longer running water everywhere in our manger. So I guess one of the problems of being cold, but the cows have water after they're done milking outside, so it's only for an hour or so while we're milking. So no worries, I guess. We'll get her fixed up. The weather is getting nicer, so we can start fixing all these little problems. So I woke up this morning and it says 14 below on their thermometer. Whatever happened, it's supposed to only get down to 0. That's not ideal. Oh well. It should have been the last cold night. That's what I said last time we were doing this, but it's been 2 weeks now of below 0 weather, but I guess we just got punched one more time in the face, and I think we're still standing, so we're gonna do all right now. The sun's been out today and it's up to 19, so it makes it feel a lot better. This week it's supposed to get up in the 30s, so we can start moving some of this manure that's frozen up everywhere. But everything's been going pretty decent, I guess, considering all the cattle are healthy and inside and doing well. They come outside to eat, but other than that, they got plenty of good places to lay down and plenty of good feed to eat and plenty of water to drink. So all in all, you can't complain too much about it. So I hope wherever you're at, the weather's been good and you got power and that sorts of thing. But we're we're feeling better about how things are going here. It's Saturday, we're just mixing feed right now. I was just gonna walk off the bags to make sure we're gonna have enough feed to get through the year until we start getting grass. And we planted some cover crops, some winter rye, so that'll be up early probably, but we just gotta make sure we got plenty of feed, of course. So anyway, we'll talk to you later.